Okay, where are we? Yeah, hi Sue. Going to do now an update on the data from New Zealand, so I can get a better estimate of what's going on, just to show you. Okay, going to the desktop. This is our model here. Unfortunately, I changed this from Italy because I just cut and paste and then modify data from the Italy data into the New Zealand data to see where we're at. There have been some changes. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the death rate. So we go back to the data. We see that there are 9 deaths now and 770 recovered. So the first thing we do is we grab this copy back here. Place it in number of deaths. Place that one. Going to here. Number who have recovered. 770. Copy that. Back into here. Okay, and now death rate's written to about 1.1%. That should be here about 1.1%, so that's corrected it. Now what we also need to do is take a look at some of these data so we can see the change in growth rate. So before, change in growth rate was at about 4.8% or almost 5%. So let's put that down on the about 4.8% is where we were. Yeah, I had a thing over here somewhere. So we were at 4.8% before, which was only a few days ago. That's where we are before. And we're going to use 4 particular dates that I have stated on the whiteboard. And so we right there, these 4 dates is what I'm going to change. And we're now going back to the model. So to add in the numbers, we head back, find out just how many have been here. So the first date is March 16th. Way back here. This is when the country was first being hit and you had 8 cases. It's 15th is 8 cases. March 16, put a nice number 8 here so I can try and figure out what that is again. Next one is March 25th. Yeah, close enough. 283. And the next date is the 10th of April. This is really when you can start seeing it cut in. When I say April 10th, April the 10th, we've got 283. And what are we at? April 14th. Is that the last data point? I think I've got one on the 15th. I got one on the 15th. The 14th. 1366. It's almost the same slope, but we'll take it April 15th, 1386. Better one, make that the 15th. Good. Now, back we go. April 15th, right. So this date will change here to the 15th. Up. There we go. 1386. Enter. 283, is that all? No, it's not 283 on April the 10th. Don't be silly. April the 10th. 1283. Yeah. And March 25th is 283. It is. Okay, now we're good. This one is 1283. Strange how numbers can sneak up on you. That's now 283. That one's now 8. Thank you. Which means we now have an improvement 14%. In other words, you've gone from 5% up to a 14% reaction rate, which means you are knocking down its probability of getting the disease by 14% a day. That sounds better. Now, the point here is we're seeing this is 1 in 1. Basically, when you first got this disease, almost all over the world, the data we're getting is that about each person has about 2.6, 2.5, 2.6 people. So each person infected will infect about 2.6 more people. However, what I do here is I match this, which is about 1,000 people. I just remember from, if we go down to the number infected, we can see that this is about 906, 921. I'm calling that 1,000 people. Why? Because I feel like it. 1,000 people. So 1.9 ought to do it. Knock her down. 1.2, 1.8. Giving us a better idea. So you're about the same 900, but too much. 1.85. Yeah, 1,000 people, bang on the money. Okay, so what's happening is that the chances at the beginning were greater than 1, and basically what was happening is that you were increasing by about 160%. 166% per day. So the number of cases were increasing at about more than double a day when you first got it, but everybody reacted so quickly that the growth rate was hammered within a few days, within about a month actually, that this was coming. Of course, many people had the disease and not know that they had it. This is probably even before quarantine actually happened. So this means that you will end up maybe with about 25, 26 deaths by the time this is over. The total number of cases would hit about more than 2,000. Let's see how that relates. Total number of cases, I'm saying, will hit more than 2,000. Oh, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. Logarithmically, where are we? Yeah, it's flattening on. But again, this is a logarithmic scale. It's still going up. I'll say that this will hit about 2,000 according to my model. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's much less. You can see the deaths are going down, but they're actually coming up again a little bit. Okay, so the number of daily new cases is starting to increase totally. So some people have not been quarantining, and that's what that means. This should get driven down to 0 forever. So because this is going up a bit, we're going to have to take more care. Now this one is 600 and something, 624. So from here, April 1st, and let's say it actually started all the way back here. Let's say February 24th. When did it start? The first person to be infected was February 29th. We'll call it February 15th. Let's go all the way back to February 8th. So we're back. Give me a better pen. This one may be better. Feb 15. There's still a better pen somewhere deep within the confines of my mind. These was much better than this. Okay. Yeah, that's a better one. Feb 15th. That's when it began. And we're up here. So what I'm doing is I'm now taking this from this stage to this stage. So here we are. You're at about where you were on April the 1st. So from April the 1st to February 15th, which is where we'll say it's safe because it takes 14 days for your first infection on March the 2nd. So if we want to be safe, we got to clear everybody out. So we're going from, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but we'll take it from April the 1st. And this is right now April 15th. 15, let me just, where are we? Yes, back to here. Okay, let's just zoom in. There's our little calculator. We're imagining it starts off on the 15th of February and going to April 1st. April's the 4th month. 4-01. How nice. So we want to find out how much time is between there and there. So that's equal to this one minus this one. 46 days. Oh, really? You got 46 more days to go. I had said 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, so the date today is now 2020 dash 04 dash 15. Okay. And this one is equal to this one, shift up plus this one, which is on May 31st, end of May. You're going to be quarantined till the end of May before you're safe. That's from what this model is telling me. And you may disagree with me all you like, because it's a free country. So we're saying you're over the hump to about here. So from here down to there, it took that length of time. So from here, it's going to be longer. Now, to make this look better, in 100 days, this thing's over. So there's no need for all that data. If you get this thing over within 100 days, that'll be huge. Come back to me. Okay, that might look a little better. I'm going to just stretch this out. And it's about what it looks like from where you are. Roughly 1,000 cases. You're down to about maybe this point here. So you've got to go all the way from here to here. Grand total, it may be between 60 and 80 days of quarantine that you're going to have to be in. But my guess, if it helps anybody, I don't know if it does or not, but if it helps anybody, I would say you're going to be in quarantine until May the 31st, in which case you'll have killed this thing with very few deaths compared to the rest of the world. And again, your infection is new cases are going up very slightly from the latest data that we've just seen. So everybody stay quarantined. While you're there, make masks and don't go outside unless you're wearing a mask, and wash your hands and personal hygiene and all sorts of things like that. So that's what I can basically put together from the latest data. So thank you very much.